Woo, boys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Drill bit fatality. Freak, man. Damn. So, finally got that out. And really, guys, I haven't tried this side. I have double soaked it in PB Blaster. So I'm gonna let that sit for probably the rest of tonight. I'm gonna knock off for tonight. But guys, I got the one that broke off. I got that completely out. So all I have to do is knock the new one in. Now I went ahead and bought 2 bushings, but guys, I hope and I pray so bad that this PB Blaster will work its way inside of there and somehow get this bolt to come loose. Shee! Yes, sir, boys. I got that baby in. Man, I got that baby in, guys. Fresh bushing on this side. And guess what? That side came free. That side came free, gang gang. Yee. Oh my God. I am so glad that shit came loose. Now we won't be reusing that bolt anyway, and if you know anything about the factory stuff, the stock strut has the bolt made to it, whereas Maxpeedingrods doesn't. But I did pick up some stainless steel hardware that we're gonna replace the bottom bolts with anyway, so that we don't have that rusted up issue anymore. And hopefully we won't ever have to worry about that again on this car. And I plan on keeping this baby. Yes, sir. So yeah, now that we got that knocked out, if I can get up. Now, boys, we can finally continue with the coilover install. All right, guys, so here is the old busted unit. This one was the one off of this side here, which came out. So there's the bolt, and I mean, well, there's the nut welded to the side of the actual strut. They do that from factory with Honda, but the Maxpeedingrods unit never has that bolt, like the welded on the side, the nut welded to the side. So you have to buy a bolt yourself, or what I always do is, so the Maxpeedingrods comes with their own top hat bolts right here. That thread pitch is the exact same as this bolt that comes out of the lower portion. So you could use either one of the new bolts. If you're not gonna use these nuts, you can use one of them on the bolt, or if you're gonna use the new hardware, just use one of the old strut mount bolts nuts, and it'll fit right onto this. And that's how you can do it if they're in good shape. As you can see, this thing is completely rusted and I don't want to use it anymore, so I got some brand new stainless steel bolts here that we're going to be using instead. Hopefully they don't ever rust and we don't have any issues again with it. But yeah, so this is the top of the line Maxpeedingrods that you can get for an Accord right now. They have one version that's a little bit better than these available for the Civics, but they haven't come out with them just yet for the Accord. So this is the T6 line from Maxpeedingrods. These will run you about 480 bucks. You do have the discount code, which I always leave in the description below, as well as a link that will help me as a promoter for them. So if you follow that link, have really upped their game, man. This is a much more competitive coilover for functioning forms and the true hearts, and well, Raceland just don't even count. They don't even be coming with a top hat, so we can't even count those. But yeah, this is a more competitive coilover when people really want to compare the Maxpeedingrods brand versus like True Hearts. For some reason, okay, True Hearts are 500 bucks. This is 400 and some bucks, probably about 460 or so with my discount, probably even cheaper than that. So, and I'm telling you, this coilover right here, bro, is night and day from the old-fashioned yellow Maxpeedingrods coilover that everybody always talks about. When you see people talking junk about Maxpeedingrods, that's because they're running the basest model, like first version ever made coilover. Like I'm talking 10 years ago, 8 years ago, Maxpeedingrods. They have greatly improved their designs, guys. They have very well dampened shocks and stuff. So it's a big difference, man. So the ones that are talking probably got either like the first generation coilovers or either some hand-me-down Maxpeedingrods, and then they want to talk about how crap they are. But my opinion and man, I can contest this, guys. I have been running Maxpeedingrods and everything for like the last at least 5 years, and I have yet to really have a huge issue. I've never had one break. The only thing that I have learned in the past to do is always check the top bolt here, this big nut here in the middle for the strut. I always tighten that because it just doesn't be that tight from the factory, I guess. So always check that. As long as you check that before you put that in. Everything else, guys, is freaking minty. I got the T6s on trap, no issues, and we're about to put them on the CD5. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the rears installed, and then we'll jump on the front. All right, boys, so here are the front comparisons. Now, I can go ahead and tell you, the front is not gonna get low enough if you, like on what I got the back side to, which I'll show you at the end of the video when it's all done. But what I have, the backs are maxed out, and even maxing the fronts out, I don't think this is gonna get as low as the rear is. So we will probably have to pull a little bit of preload out to compensate for the ride height in the front. So keep that in mind if you buy these. What I did notice, and huge shout out to Deadbeat Garage, but I never think to get in it before I start working on the car. If you go online and buy the extended top hats, that will give you about another inch or maybe even inch and a half of lowering while maintaining the same I guess spring rate and stuff, because it'll just essentially move this mounting point up farther, so that'll make the car sit lower, if that makes any sense. You can get those off eBay or Amazon as well for pretty cheap, and that'll allow you to get lower. Now what I did try a while ago, what I did try a minute ago that miserably failed and has me way behind schedule right now on getting these coilovers in, I actually took this all the way off thinking that I could cut this. I don't know why I thought this was like completely hollow in here, but man, I was so mistaken, guys. That shit pissed all the oil out everywhere. So here's the blown one that I cut, and you can see the amount of oil floating in the bottom. So luckily I had this old set of CB7 coilovers that I only used one. The rest, all the other three were brand new. I took and broke that whole coilover all the way down and rebuilt it. And that one is on this side. And guys, a matter of fact, that one allowed it to be a little bit lower. So that one, this one is not maxed out right now. I got it even with this side. So what I'm gonna have to do is put this on, see where the front sits, and we're just gonna have to notch out the preload just a little bit to try to get this thing to sit more level. So again, that's just because I should have ordered the extended top hats for one, and secondly, it would just be really nice if Maxpeedingrods would not make this thing so fucking deep. Like, literally guys, this thing is maxed out. Why is this so freaking deep? Like, you could have literally cut it here and made it, and that would have gave you a lot more screwability, so you could like turn this all the way up higher. I don't know if it's something to do with the travel that it needs to provide the performance that you're looking for or what, I don't know. But I just know that it would have been nice if we could have just made this like get a little bit shorter. That way you could have really had fun with the ride height. But anyway, there's ways around it, guys, and I'm about to show you exactly how to do it. Side note, someone was asking me how I do the brake lines, because the Maxpeedingrods one, at least for the Accord, doesn't have a bracket for the brake line. This is how I do it, guys. It's really simple. I just run a zip tie through each hole that would normally bolt up to the stock strut, and then I just zip tie it to the actual bottom of it like that. So that holds it good, it's not going nowhere, and it's got the slack right here, so when you steer it doesn't pull on anything. And yeah, that's all you have to do. It's not the end of the world. It would be nice if they integrate. I know they have it for the Civics. They do have the brackets for the Civic, but they don't do it for the Accords yet, so I don't know if they'll get around to it or what. But yeah, that's just the only thing you gotta do. It's not the end of the world. Again, like, just throw you a good zip tie on there and she'll be good to go. Now guys, there she is sitting on the ground, and as you can tell, look at the gap in the front versus the back. The back is maxed out, no touching the preload. The front is maxed out with the preload still in too. So it's just like this, guys. I'm telling you, it's just how it's gotta be. When we do the 17s, we may be able to add the preload back in, because those may fill the wheel well up some. So there's always that. You can just see, guys, it's so much higher in the front. So I'm about to take out about a ½ inch of preload and see where she's sitting at then. Getting better. There it is, boys. She is looking good. She is looking good. Dang. Okay. So, all right. So y'all panicked in the dyno video. Some of y'all panicked on Instagram with Trap having 3 lug nuts. Okay, you fucking win, guys. I just broke another lug on this side, so now it's only got 2 lugs. I'm not driving it like that. I'm not that fucking crazy. So chill out. If you spot it in this video, chill the fuck out. I am gonna go first thing in the morning and I'm gonna go ahead and get 3 lug nuts, do the 2 on this side and then 1 that's missing on the other side. That'll give us a complete set of lugs. So you guys can be happy. I understand it's dangerous. I don't recommend anybody do what I do, but I know I've done it for years and I've never had a problem. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, grab some the lug nuts and the studs for this car and go ahead and get them changed out. All four on the back are good. She is looking minty now. We got a good ride height. Won't be able to really tell it until we're out in the open because it's a little tight in the shop, but it is dark as shit outside. It is almost 12 o'clock. And so I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you would like a set of coilovers, guys, make sure you check the description and use discount code DFSQUAD for a nice savings on your purchase. They have coilovers for several different Honda models as well as other brands, BMWs, all type of stuff, Nissan. So go check them out, man, and get those savings in if you if you want to. But yeah, major accomplishment in this video. We are gonna be doing a drive. I know you're excited for that because I drove it by myself, guys. This thing no lifts like a sumbitch, but I haven't done it on video yet. I really wanted to do the coilovers first, and then we could do like an actual drive video, see how they feel, see how the car feels tuned and everything. But yeah, that bushing really stopped me, man. So we got that thing out. This was a major accomplishment, guys. This is a major accomplishment. If you're excited to see the CD5 outside, we will get some nice, try to get some rollers and stuff even this time of it, man. But she is really gonna come together, man. You wait till we throw these wheels on. Oh my God, this car is gonna go good, bro. This car is gonna go good. It's gonna look so fucking sweet. I promise you that. So, and again, I think I'm gonna go ahead and order those top hats for the front, the extended top hat, so that I can get it low without all of that preload took out, just so I can have a little better drivability. It should be fine like it is. Like I said, I've done it on several cars before, no issue, but to get that nice firm feel, I know that preload needs to be put back in it, but we'll probably do that along with the wheels at the same time, depending on when I get the tires right. But I do want to do test fitting on the wheels and stuff before we go buy tires, just in case I don't like the way it looks. I won't be putting too much money in them and I can just flip them and sell them to somebody else. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Smack that like button for me, and as always, remember, respect all bills. Peace out.